Local 4 News begins right now with a breaking news alert.
In fact, two breaking stories at this hour. A man hospitalized tonight after being shocked by a low-hanging wire. But first, a motorcyclist shot and killed in Inkster. And that tops our news tonight at 11. We're learning this may have been a motorcycle jacking. Tonight, a 27-year-old man is dead, and shell casings are littering two crime scenes.
Michigan State Police have photos that they would like you to see. Mara McDonald is live in Inkster tonight near the intersection of Middle Belt and Carlisle. Mara?
Kimberly, first off, I want to show everybody this crime scene starts where I'm at right here, but take a look. It goes all the way down Middle Belt. We're talking about a quarter mile worth of crime scene. I got to be careful about what we show you out here simply because the person who has been killed, their body is still out here close to the street. But police are telling us we got two crime scenes here. What you see in front of me and then way further down this street, which is Carlisle. Police are telling us it started here at Carlisle and Fox. Shell casings and fiberglass from one of the motorcycles is still on the ground. Why anybody opened fire right here is still unclear. But investigators say there were two men on motorcycles, bikes that have been seen in and around the neighborhood for a while. The bullets start flying and both of these guys take off, but one of the riders, a 27-year-old man, only makes it to the corner of Middle Belt and Carlisle, where police believe he was weak from blood loss and either dumped his bike or fell off. He died of his wounds at that intersection, and somebody, unknown on who, left him there but took his dirt bike. Right now, MSP is looking for the drivers of these two cars who were in the area around 8:30 tonight because they believe they may have seen something. If this is you, State Police would like to talk to you. Back here live, the big question is, was the dirt bike the object of all of this, or was injuring the person on the bike all of this? Why would somebody stop in the middle of all of this that's going on and leave the man there but take the bike? Police don't really know. They're working on it right now. And if you are in those cars, the still shots that we showed you, MSP would really like to talk to you. They think you may have seen something. We're live in Inkster right now. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Gotta believe someone did. All right, Mara. Now, also breaking tonight, a Detroit homeowner is hospitalized this evening after being shocked by a low-hanging power line in his backyard. This happened at a home on Chatham on the west side, and Jason Colthorpe is standing by there right now with more on this problem tonight. Jason?
Yeah, Devin, you might be able to hear the chainsaw running. That's DTE crews out here working on this problem right now. They've been out here since about 45 minutes after this happened, but we're going to have more on that in just a second. First, I want to show you this power line. Watch as it comes off the house here. This is the actual height it's been at for about a month now that the homeowner's been complaining about it, just above the cab of that truck. And that's where he was when he was seriously injured earlier tonight.
But he was like laying on the ground, just kind of in and out.
Before De'Ara Jeter found her dad incapacitated, she was in the kitchen. It was just after dinner time, and her father, Daryl Jeter, was loading his bike into the pickup.
I kind of heard, it was kind of like a smack, and then I heard like a small like yell.
De'Ara immediately called 911, and an operator talked her through what to do until EMS arrived.
I was following her instructions, make sure his head was back and make sure he was breathing.
When emergency crews got there, De'Ara says they were a little spooked by the power line that sags to just 6 to 7 feet off the ground.
But I guess my dad normally kind of works around it.
And has for a while.
My dad has been calling DTE at least a month.
The man living next door also has a low wire and says he called 8 times before giving up.
And that's really ridiculous. It's so dangerous.
DTE confirms the first complaints on these lines were lodged April 7th, but has no answer as to why they weren't addressed.
That definitely needs to be fixed. It needs to be fixed.
And it is being fixed. DTE taking it very seriously because of that injury. You're looking at a new pole, a new power pole that's going in tonight. DTE telling me they're going to work on this overnight, and the pole in question is kind of behind the property here. It's leaning, heavily leaning, and it's been that way ever since the big windstorm a couple of months ago. But DTE crews, you can hear them cutting down trees. They're going to replace that pole tonight. And also the homeowner, we should tell you, doing fine, in the hospital still, probably going to stay there overnight for observation. on the west side tonight. Jason Colthorpe, Local 4.
Good, he's going to be okay, Jason. All right, thank you. High school students in Fraser will have the day off tomorrow after students and staff members fell ill during school today. 12 students and 2 teachers from Arts Academy in the Woods were rushed to the hospital. They were all in the same classroom on the 2nd floor. Everyone was evacuated from the building. Hazmat teams could not find a cause. The ventilation system will be checked, and the plan is to reopen Monday.
Testimony resumes next week in the trial of the man accused of killing Chelsea Bruck. Today, the jury saw video of police interrogating Daniel Clay. At first, he insisted he didn't know Bruck, but after repeated questioning by detectives, he admitted to having rough sex with her after meeting her at a Halloween party back in 2014, then dumping her body in the woods in Ash Township.
But I guess I choked her too hard or something like that. I wasn't even choking her that hard, I didn't think. Okay. So what happened then? I freaked out. I drove around for like 5 minutes with her in the back seat.
What did you leave out there?
Where she was at?
Yeah.
Just her. Trying to toss her down and then freaked out and was trying to toss sticks and stuff on her. I didn't even toss that much on her.
What all did you put on top of her?
Just a couple branches and some leaves.
His defense case insists that Bruck's death was an accident.
Her family torn apart in an instant. Tonight we're hearing from a woman who lost her sister and her mother in a horrible crash that killed 5 people in Osceola Township. Here's what we learned today about that investigation. Police say neither of the 2 drivers involved should have been behind the wheel. One's license was suspended, the other's expired. Michelle Ruato lost her sister Candace and her mother Linda in that crash. She just watched Candace receive the Probation Agent of the Year award.
I watched him get in the car, gave her a hug and a kiss, told her how proud I was of her. And we pulled out of the parking lot. But we took different ways home.
Both drivers of the cars remain in the hospital. One is in critical condition. The other is listed as stable.
President Trump insists there is no collusion between his winning presidential campaign and the Russian government. In an interview with NBC's Lester Holt, the president denied any involvement with Russia. He also slammed the former FBI Director James Comey, who has been leading the investigation into that possible involvement.
I also want to have a really competent, capable director. He's not. He's a showboater. He's not my man or not my man. I didn't appoint him. He was appointed long before me. But I want somebody who's going to do a great job. And I will tell you, we're looking at candidates right now who could be spectacular.
Among those candidates, people are talking about former Michigan Congressman Mike Rogers. Meanwhile, you can catch more of Lester Holt's exclusive interview coming up tomorrow morning on the Today Show following Local 4 News today.
Well, tomorrow marks a new era in transportation in downtown Detroit.
It sure does. The Q line gets rolling along Woodward. Tomorrow morning, the route stretches almost 3.5 miles. The rides cost $1.50 for a 3-hour window of riding or $3 for the day. Do not park or stop on the tracks.
We must coexist.
Yes, going to have to learn it.
All right. It's quite a dramatic shift. 1 minute, he's berating a family on the beach. The next, his mugshot is going viral. You'll see why.
Also, a demolition derby in a parking lot. One of the drivers says this was all just a misunderstanding. So why was he arrested? Here comes Ben.
Devin, the clouds are going to come back pretty early tomorrow morning. Temperatures going up to 60 degrees by noon. But wait till you see what we got for the weekend and beyond. That's next.
People living in horrible conditions saying they're being ignored by their landlord.
We know that they must have gotten complaints. Nobody would see a mushroom growing on their wall and not complain to the manager.
Now I'll take you inside that apartment building, show you the inspection reports, and also reveal how the city is responding. Our Help Me Hank investigation after the break.
And we continue to follow breaking news in Inkster, where a 27-year-old motorcyclist has been shot and killed. It happened in the area of Carlisle and Middle Belt. And police say the man's motorcycle was taken after he died. The area remains blocked off while police investigate.
Also on Detroit's west side, a homeowner is hospitalized after being shocked by a low-hanging power line in his backyard. He was putting a bike in the back of his pickup when he accidentally touched the wire. It's expected he's going to be okay. DTE is there working right now on putting in a new pole to raise the line.
Worried residents living in hazardous conditions and a landlord who isn't happy to see our cameras.
They're taking our money and doing nothing to improve our living situation.
Tonight, Help Me Hank exposing the violations inside this Midtown apartment building and revealing what the owner is now doing to make things right.
thanks in part to WDIV, there's greater attention to this building and to getting the inspectors out there to get the work done.
And those living in the Sheridan Court Apartments reached out to Help Me Hank after they say their concerns were being ignored by their landlord.
Well, now the city is taking action and management trying to tackle this big problem. Here's our consumer investigator, Hank Winchester, with more.
The inspection reports I obtained from the city, they tell part of the story. But I want to take you inside this building and show you how people have been living. Charred walls, gaping holes, mushrooms growing on the inside. Yes, mushrooms. Welcome to the Sheridan Court Apartments in the heart of hip Midtown Detroit, just around the corner from Shinola. This building has one of the hottest addresses in town. But on the inside, living here has become a hazard for some.
They should be ashamed of themselves.
Emily Willems lives in the building. A nearby unit caught fire in March, and in May, things still looked like this on her floor. When I visited, nothing had been done to block this mess off.
It smells like a barbecue gone wrong.
A different floor, a different problem. Mushrooms growing inside an apartment. This issue has now been resolved, but the tenant was sharing these photos and the video too scared to show his face on camera, and with good reason. The day I arrived to meet Emily, this man, Bob Johnson, who said he was the building landlord, not only tried to block our camera, but also served Emily with an eviction notice. The building management says Emily was served an order by the city of Detroit to vacate because of the danger.
I got served a 7-day notice to vacate the premises because I've tried to take action against the injustice that's happening.
We obtained the inspection reports, which revealed a number of issues, and not just on the floor affected by the fire. Everything from a lack of smoke alarms to previous rodent issues.
We know that these landlords would not want to live in these situations themselves.
David Bell is the director of Detroit's Building and Safety Department.
And any manager looking at a mushroom should say, we've got to do something about this immediately. The fact that they didn't is very frustrating.
Work at the building now being done at a rapid pace, an effort to avoid racking up even more costly fines.
We were waiting for the insurance company and for the city to give us the approvals to move forward with fixing the problem.
Dan Sheeran, a spokesperson for P&B Investments, which owns the building, put some of the blame on city inspectors who he claims canceled appointments, slowing down the repair process.
A fire occurred. They were waiting.
Some of these issues are not even fire related. That's on a completely different floor.
So I'm sorry. So again, I don't know what floors these are from.
But they're from the building, and people shouldn't be living in conditions like that. The city says it, and these pictures and our video prove it. Crews have been working to correct the problems, and the city says major progress has recently been made. As for Emily, who is now temporarily living with family members, she's now getting some help she'd been waiting for since March.
She can come back to the building. They would welcome to come back to the building in another unit, bigger unit, whatever is available. They want to make a whole with her, and so they're also giving her back her deposit, which I have, and we'd be happy to deliver that to you or to give that to you as well.
How closely will your team be keeping an eye on this building?
Very closely. We've got to get them to the finish line.
As you heard management say, the focus right now, making sure all those violations are corrected. The city will have an inspector back, and we'll be back to make sure these violations are taken care of once and for all. I'm Hank Winchester. Help me, Hank.
You just said it right. What'd you say?
Hank is on it.
Hank is on
He's
it.
going to be on it.
Yeah. In fact, he's already busy working on tomorrow night's special report, too.
A locally owned business severely damaged, forced to close. The owner putting the blame on his neighbor, a huge national chain, one of the most popular quick eateries out there.
I thought they were going to compensate me for my clear lost business.
A legal battle playing out for 3 years.
You hear these stories about how these big businesses are bad people and they're not looking out for the small guy. And you want to believe that that's not true until you have an experience like this.
How can a small business owner take on the big guys? Our story tomorrow at 11.
Tomorrow night at 11, which will be Friday, which will mean the weekend is here.
That's right, and we've got Mother's Day coming up, and we've been saying that you wait to do most of your planting after.
So we can get going with that now.
That's right.
Be good.
As long as the weather cooperates.
I think Mother Nature will reward those who waited. Sorry about your basil.
That's right. Didn't quite
Send
make
me a
it.
bill.
I sacrificed one.
A little too early.
We've got some 50s out there right now, but you can see how numbers are starting to fall off a little bit further away from the city. We've got mid to upper 40s here in our north zone, 48 down here in Monroe with the warmest temperatures right here in our metro zone. Still have mainly clear skies, and we should stay that way for most of the overnight hours. There's not a whole lot to look at on the satellite. You look out here to the east, though, there's going to be a slug of moisture that's going to pull up here into parts of Canada tomorrow, and we're going to get some of those clouds sort of backing into the area. Usually things go west to east, but this is going to be one of those cases where we're going to see those clouds move east to west here as we get towards tomorrow morning. So east siders, you'll probably see those clouds early in the morning, and then I think most of us are going to get those during the day. But notice that we're really going to stay dry here throughout most of this forecast. There was just a little hint of a shower possible Saturday evening, and that really looks like our only chance getting wet going forward. So Mother's Day weekend looking fantastic, especially once we get towards the afternoon, but that's nothing compared to what we got coming for next week. All gets warmer from here. We'll look at those lows tonight. Again, east side locations, you'll be seeing those clouds just a little bit before sunrise, so that should keep numbers here in the mid-40s. Once you get into the western portion of our south zone out here in Lenawee County, that's where we'll see some cooler numbers in the low 40s, holding on to the mid-40s again on the east side of the zone. West zone, maybe a couple 30s here. Fenton, 39 degrees, pretty close to that in other portions of Livingston and Genesee counties. And we could be seeing some 30s in our north zone too. 38 in Lapeer, North Branch, Emily City. The rest of us going to be in the low 40s tonight. All depends on the speed of those clouds coming back in from the east. But look at those highs tomorrow, very close to what we had today, probably just a smidge cooler with those mostly cloudy skies lasting through the afternoon. But take a look at the weekend and beyond. We'll be close to 70 degrees on Mother's Day Sunday, and it's 70s for the first part of next week, and we'll do better than that on Thursday. 82 on Thursday, and it is a dry forecast. Again, other than that slight chance of a shower Saturday evening, and we need it too. We've had plenty of rain, now we get plenty of sun and the warm temperatures to go with it.
Basil 2 is going to work out.
Finally, I think so.
Yeah, 2.0, there you go. Well, cue the music. An ominous warning sends swimmers scrambling. We'll tell you what had them rushing out of the water at a crowded beach.
And road rage, or was it something else? How one driver is trying to explain this parking lot crash that got him arrested. That's next.
The Sensor.
Part of a small business in Centerline goes up in flames, and it appears this fire was set on purpose. All of this surveillance footage tells the story. The guy on the bike rides up to Discount Crafts and Florals on 10 Mile. It kind of lingers near the garage. A short time later, smoke is seen pouring from the building as he rides away.
He circled around the back of the garage. He sat at our picnic table over there for about a half hour till our employees left. He went back behind the garage after that, started our cardboard bales on fire. He took off behind our building, sat there and watched it for a minute, and then took off onto 10 Mile.
2 cars were destroyed along with lawn equipment and tools. The fire being called suspicious, understandably, though the fire marshal has not determined the exact cause.
He says it was an accident, but police are not buying it. They say what you see in this video is a clear case of road rage. It happened in Central Florida in a parking lot there. The driver of that truck claims he was making a U-turn and accidentally hit that car. But police say the 2 drivers crossed paths earlier and were driving erratically. They confronted each other in the parking lot and got into a scuffle after the crash. The driver of the truck was arrested.
One thing you probably don't want is for your mugshot to go viral. In fact, it's not great if you're having a mugshot done, but especially if you're crying. Take a look at this one. The man in it was arrested after verbally berating a Muslim family on a beach in Texas. He was arrested for public intoxication and broke out in tears for his mugshot, and now is at the mercy of meme creators everywhere.
It is enough to make anyone afraid of the water. A chilling warning on a Southern California beach.
Attention in the area. This is the Orange County Sheriff's Department. Please be advised this area is heavily populated at the moment with large great white sharks.
Goodness, you see them there. Some swimmers and surfers were quick to get out of the water on Long Beach, but others say they're not worried and they're not going to let some great whites spoil their fun. Good for them.
Okay.
More power to them. So far, no one has been hurt, but there have been several sightings there in recent weeks, as you see there.
Not everyone's seen the movie.
Maybe
Apparently not.
All right, an unexpected pregnancy is causing quite the stir at SeaWorld in Orlando.
Ringer is a Commerson dolphin, and she surprised park staff when she got pregnant despite being on birth control. So she wasn't trying to get pregnant on porpoise. Staff said, come on, that's good. Staff says Ringer is healthy. Her pregnancy is going well. She's expected to give birth sometime this month. You guys, that was pearls before swine. That was pretty good.
That was good.
Thank you.
That was pretty good.
Thank you.
Can't even look at
The Tigers are playing tonight. I don't know if you heard that, Flipper.